Hi, how you doing? Aaron here. Today we're going to be replacing the engine oil cooler line on a Chevy Silverado. This particular truck is a 2006 with a 6.0 liter gas V8, and it's pretty easy procedure. A couple places where you might have one start to leak is right here. There's a gasket where it mates to the engine. Where mine's leaking, two places, is right here where the rubber is crimped onto the metal line. It's leaking in both areas, and then yours possibly could be leaking right up front in the radiator, which is where these two lines go. Alright, so here's the tools that you're going to need to get this job done and replace these hoses. 10mm socket, could be deep or short well, doesn't really matter. I'm using a 3/8 drive wrench ratchet to remove it. 1/2 inch or 13mm. This will have to be a short or short well, or just regular socket. You can use a wrench too if you want. I'm going to be doing the oil filter since I'm right there changing the oil, so oil filter wrench definitely a must. And then a small pick. The pick will be used to remove the lines off of the radiator end. There's little clips that hold them in, and I use this to pick up the clips, and I'll show you that just in a minute. First thing on the job here is we're gonna actually remove the front clips. These clips on the front of the hoses. This is the radiator right here. This is the side of the radiator. You're gonna need to keep these clips around. So once you remove them, make sure you keep them. The new hoses don't come with these little retaining clips. Make sure you keep those. But once that clip is out, go ahead, give it a nice firm pull, and you're gonna have some oil drip out, so you're definitely gonna need a pan underneath there. Once you do the top, that's good. Go ahead and start in on the bottom. Alright, so here we are underneath the driver's side of the vehicle. There's the oil pan right there, just to give you a relationship where these lines run. They come to right here, where you have this block with two bolts. These are two 10mm headed bolts, but what I'm going to do right now is remove, sorry about that, the 13mm bolt that is right here. You could just use a short well socket, remove that bolt, and that loosens the retaining clip for both lines. So that's what I'm going to do next. Alright, now once we got our bolt off, what we can go ahead and do is remove these two 10mm bolts. Beware, once you do, you're going to have some oil come out from this seam right here. And once you do that, the hoses will be free to remove off of the vehicle. Alright, so the last thing I like to do is hook up the lines to the radiator. I do the bottom first. It's really important to note the way they're routed. Make sure they're not going to hit each other or hit anything. Make sure that these soft hoses aren't going to be hitting any steering linkages or anything of that nature. And when you put it in, you're going to want to hear for a snap. You're going to put your clips back in and press it in and kind of give it a wiggle test to make sure it doesn't fall out. If it's not fully seated under high pressure and high heat, they will pop out. So that's definitely something that you're going to want to take notice of. Now that we're all done, now's a good time to change your oil. I am going to be changing the oil and oil filter, but it's not mandatory. This vehicle's almost due, and since it's in the shop, I'm going to go ahead and get it done. One thing to remember though, if you don't change your oil, go ahead and add a good quart and a half, maybe 2 quarts of engine oil. Check the level, because we did take off the hoses and we drained the oil cooler. You're going to be a little bit low in your level when you start it up, so that's just a little side note. So after you're all done, start it up, check for leaks, and that's pretty much it. I hope this video has helped you guys out. If it has, like and subscribe, and if you do it a different way, let me know. Leave something in the comment section. So take care, guys, and see you next time.